humanitarian assistance, development aid can get in and get to where it's needed. So I just want to say how grateful we are to the United Kingdom as well as to other partners who've been stepping up to support this effort. It means a great deal.
Thank you. Thanks. On Israel and international humanitarian law, as required by the UK's robust arms export control regime, I have now reviewed the most recent advice.
Seguimos pendientes de esta comparecencia, pendientes de las palabras del secretario de Estado estadounidense Antony Blinken. Le han preguntado por el ataque que tuvo lugar la semana pasada, el ataque a los trabajadores humanitarios de Wall Central Kitchen. Ha dado más detalles sobre la investigación. Dice Blinken que todos los indicios apuntan a Israel y sobre todo que se están asegurando de que en Gaza no vuelva a suceder un atentado, un ataque como el que sufrieron estos trabajadores humanitarios. Dice que lo más importante es asegurar las vidas, la seguridad de los trabajadores humanitarios en Gaza, y dice que los indicios que ha investigado Estados Unidos apuntan a Israel en estos ataques. Escuchamos ahora a su homólogo David Cameron.
These now need to be turned into reality. Our position is in line with our international partners. So far, no like-minded countries have taken the decision to suspend existing arms export licenses to Israel. And I'd add that Israel remains a vital defense and security partner to the UK. Our cooperation makes the UK and Israel more secure from external threats. We will continue to use this robust legal process to assess these issues. And I just add, we don't publish legal advice, we don't comment on legal advice, but we act in a way that is consistent with it. We're a government under the law, and that's as it should be. On the issue of dropping diplomatic niceties, in many ways what I meant by that was, instead of sort of speaking in diplo speak when I address this issue of how we help Ukraine, I can get very emotional about it. To me, this is so fundamental to how Britain and America have worked together over years, over decades, to keep our world safe and to enhance our security. I think of my grandfather landing on the Normandy beaches under the cover of an American warship. I think of how I worked together with President Obama to deal with the ISIL threat in Syria and Iraq, how we hunted down those terrible killers of British and American hostages in the Syrian desert, Jihadi John and his like. And to me, this is the same thing. We face a huge threat from an aggressive Putin taking other countries' territory by force. And it is so important that we stick together. This is the great lesson from NATO, celebrating its 75th anniversary this year, is that if we stick together, if we work together, we can create a more secure Europe, but also a more secure US. And I say this as someone who doesn't just like and respect America. I say this as someone who loves this country. I mean, of course, I love my own country more than anything, but I do love the United States. I feel passionate about this country, its role in the world, in defending freedom, in standing up to aggression, in trying to take the side of countries that are being traduced in this way. And so when I go and speak with colleagues in Congress, I try and keep the diplomatic language, but sometimes it spills over into quite emotional language, because this is the right thing for us to do. And future generations are going to look back at us and say, did we do enough when this country was invaded by a dictator trying to redraw boundaries by force? Did we learn the lessons from history? Did we do enough? And I'm passionate that we're not going to be found wanting. So that's why I sometimes drop the diplomatic niceties.
And
I've said we had a